Hello everyone, this is Running on Empty Food Review. Well, hello ladies, gentlemen, and everyone watching. This is Running on Empty Food Review. I'm your host, the Report of the Week. Welcome one and all to this newest review. Number one, let's just get the elephant out of the room. If during the course of this review at all you hear a little bit of like a low-pitched humming noise, they're just doing some work outside, so it's just, the equipment and stuff. That's all that there is to that. But if you want to, have some fun with it and pretend you're aboard some alien spacecraft or something, and, I don't know, you're watching this review, you do whatever you want with it, have fun with it, that's all that I can say. You're not going to believe what I'm reviewing today. You're going to look at the title, you're going to look at the subject matter, your jaw, willingly or otherwise, is going to begin to unhinge itself, and the mouth will progressively become more agape. And you're going to shake your head. You're going to say, "No way. No way is this possible. I've never heard of such a concept. I've never heard of such an item. From a place like this, how is it possible?" I turned the light off for dramatic effect. Burger King has released a new chicken sandwich. There, now, let the head shaking begin. Yeah, Burger King, they released a new chicken sandwich and no one cares, no one knows, and, who knew? By a show of hands, it's like, how many people knew that Burger King released a new chicken sandwich? Now, I think some people will say, oh, they've had chicken sandwiches on the menu before. Indeed, they have. I've actually reviewed a couple. I think they've had some, dollar menu chicken sandwiches. They had a crispy chicken sandwich. Did you know they released a new chicken sandwich this year? As a matter of fact, about a month ago. Did you see the commercials for it? Did you see the press releases for it? I didn't. I knew around New Year that they were going to be releasing a chicken sandwich, and then I heard nothing about it ever since. Until I finally looked at their menu, and I realized it's out? I mean, they released this? With no publicity, with no marketing, with no advertising, nothing? And that seemed very strange to me. That's why I was kind of playing this up so much. Obviously, people, they do like their chicken sandwiches, and while sometimes I might think that the chicken sandwich is a concept that is, being done endlessly these days, evidently people still like the chicken sandwiches, and the proof of that is in the increase in sales they have garnered from KFC and McDonald's. So obviously people still get hyped up by it, they still want to, try them out. There's still excitement. So why on earth did Burger King, which obviously has a huge budget, they have an advertising team, a marketing team, all of that stuff, how could they release a premium chicken sandwich and not even bother to promote it? It's like, do they not want people to know about this sandwich, or are they going with an approach where it's like, we're gonna pretend like this is some sort of super secret item and try to play some sort of reverse psychology on the consumers, and that's gonna get them to buy it? I don't understand. Why don't they want you to know about this sandwich? That's what beats me. But anyway, it's a pretty basic sandwich, but it's supposed to be a premium one, to compete with Popeyes, Chick-fil-A, McDonald's, KFC, and all the other establishments releasing the chicken sandwiches. This is called the hand-breaded crispy chicken sandwich. All right? It's a pretty basic sandwich. It has your chicken patty, pickles, and a special sauce. So it looks like the hum stopped. I guess the spaceship has landed. And it's available at the price of $5.82. It's supposed to be a bigger chicken sandwich in their trippy 70s, kind of LSD trip writing. It says ultra crispy, but it's actually called the hand-breaded crispy, but I guess it's just supposed to say that it's ultra crispy, but you could see, there it is, that's what it looks like. Comes in its own little pouch. Hand-breaded for next-level crispiness. Do not microwave this bag. You can get it in classic form, which I did. You could also, though, get it in spicy or like a premium with some lettuce and tomato. We'll unravel it. I'm just going to be a little sad if this turns out to be a really good, you know, chicken sandwich. Why, well, what on earth did they give me? What on earth is this? You know, they might have given me the wrong item. I'm gonna pause this for a minute and I'm gonna figure this out because I ordered, and see, this is the thing, you know, I just I get it and I set right up and review it. I ordered the hand-breaded crispy one. This has some lettuce, tomatoes, and something on it. So I'm just gonna have to pause this because they might have given me the wrong item. So I'll be back in a minute. Okay, so sorry about that. I had to pause the camera, look on the computer, and figure out what it is that I even got. I had to examine it because they have this lineup of chicken sandwiches already, and then they have these new, the famous unknown chicken sandwiches. And, you know, I ordered the original crispy sandwich, and I look and I see these tomatoes and the lettuce and all that. So I was able to discern. I did get one of the new sandwiches. I didn't get the one that I initially ordered, but that's fine. This is life. The show goes on. So I got, by accident, I suppose, the spicy hand-breaded crispy chicken sandwich, you know, the spicy deluxe one. So what the spicy deluxe comes with is you're supposed to get, you know, the juicy, crispy chicken fillet, etc. But then it comes with iceberg lettuce, tomato, instead of the pickles, you know, and something fell. Then instead of the spice being in the chicken itself, which is what they have in their non-premium sandwich, there's a spicy sauce. All right, you can see a little bit of that spicy sauce on the bottom bun, right there. And then we take the top bun, and you see there's the spicy sauce mixed in there with their signature sauce. And a better look at it of the chicken patty itself shows that the spicy sauce is kind of already soaked into the patty. Now I had to pinch off a little piece right here just to take a little bit of a nibble, because in order to verify that this is the new sandwich and not the existing spicy sandwich that there's always been on their menu, you know, because the difference is that the spice is kind of in the breading on their old one. So I have to verify. No, this is the new one, so that's good at least. A little bit of confusion, but it's still a new chicken sandwich, so we'll be able to try it out. People were more excited about the spicy one anyway, so, you know, hey, it worked out for the best. Let's get that thumbnail shot. There I am with it. Big smile. I'll get one where the sandwich is a little closer to the camera, and I'll poke my head to the side. And then I'll do a quick review. Something like that. That's a new one right there. But, again, I'll just do one last thumbnail like this real close. Alright. So, and now I'm trying out the Spicy Deluxe hand-breaded crispy sandwich. Going in. Well, I'm going to keep eating, but I'm going to tell it to you straight. Burger King's not going to like this, and so be it, you know? If an item's good, it's good. If it's bad, it's bad. This maybe more is an error on the individual preparation. But this was probably cooked a little too long. And as I'm eating the breading, and, you know, it's nice and crunchy and everything, but I'm tasting this burnt flavor in it. And that, I mean, that really, really, really takes away from the experience, and it's not pleasurable to eat at all. Take a couple more bites, but it's not. As you can see, there's a good amount of chicken. And, the chicken itself is okay. I mean, you are getting a nice amount of chicken, which is good to see, a nice thick chicken patty. And there's a good amount of spice. I can see why people do like the spicy sandwich. That spicy sauce, a little goes a long way. And it kind of soaks into the chicken, and it's like a pepper. I don't know the exact pepper, but it soaks in there. Might be a little chili based, I'm not sure, they didn't say. But it just soaks in there, and I feel like there's still a lot of spice in my mouth. So that spicy sauce does good. The tomato especially gives a little bit of cooling moisture, helps kind of moderate the spice so it's not overwhelming, but it definitely is one of the spicier chicken sandwiches from a mainstream establishment. Like I said, a good amount of chicken, but you could tell that this is a sandwich that was just a little overdone in terms of being prepared, and that really is a huge, huge detractor. This doesn't make it enjoyable at all, because you have this burnt flavor just prevailing over everything else, and that kind of ruins what would otherwise be a good thing. In your case, assuming that it's not burnt and overdone, it's not bad. I think a nice premium chicken sandwich. That spice, again, is good. Nice blend of the chicken, the lettuce, tomato, good amount of chicken, all ties together nicely. It would be a good sandwich. If yours isn't burnt, I would definitely say this would probably be in the high 7 range. So just bear that in mind. I would recommend you get this if you want. It's a little pricey, again, $5.82. In my situation, though, it's burnt, not enjoyable. Sorry, the camera ran out too. It ran out of memory. Guess it's just not my day today. Just one thing that I wanted to mention, like I was saying, if you get this normally, I think it would be a pretty decent sandwich. One other note is that their signature sauce, it's there, you could barely taste it. It's like a glorified mayo, and bear that in mind. It's just they in the pictures and everything, they show a lot more on the sandwich than what you really get. This is one of those items, preparation is key. And obviously if they do it right, it's gonna be a pretty decent sandwich. That's why I'm giving them the benefit of the doubt here, but just some, small mistakes, leave it cooking for a little longer than it's supposed to be, or whatever it might come down to, will cause issues. And the sandwich that I got and reviewed today is probably more along the lines of a 2 out of 10, because it has these decent characteristics, but the main prevailing thing, the chicken patty, when there's those issues and there's that burnt overtone, just takes a good thing and ruins it. But your mileage may vary. Like I said, you get a properly cooked one, it's going to be decent, and I don't understand why they aren't promoting this more, because this definitely has the potential of being a decent sandwich. This is just a one-off thing. Yours probably isn't going to be burnt. Mine was, so that's why I didn't like it. But this is a fixable error. It's something that could easily be fixed, so bear that in mind. All right, so I'm giving this a 2 out of 10, the one that I got. But in general, providing that it's not burnt, it would again be more in the upper 7, maybe like a 7.8 out of 10 range. That's the difference, and this just goes for all food, not just Burger King. That's the difference between something being overcooked versus done right, or undercooked, same type of thing. That's the difference it could make in terms of the enjoyment and the quality and experience. So that's what I have for you. Today we tried out the spicy deluxe sandwich from Burger King. That's all that I have. So thank you for watching. Sorry for this piecemeal review. It kind of didn't go as planned, but we got it done anyway. Thanks for watching, and until next time, take care. I'm your host, The Report of the Week.